This is William K. Murtaugh, Merc Witness 1, and today we're going to discuss the King of the Hill. Now, Field McConnell is now sitting in a Wisconsin county jail, awaiting extradition to the state of Florida. Now, regardless of how everything turns out, Field McConnell has a problem. He's not able to do the field report. He's sitting in jail. And by all indications, he's going to be in jail for quite a long time. Even if he's found innocent, he's going to be in jail a long time. Could be up to a year or longer. If he's convicted, it could be longer than that. But he basically is out of circulation. And so he's not going to be in his little room with all the junk on the wall doing his little webcast. Somebody else is going to have to take over. Now the question of the hour is, who's that someone going to be? It's going to be Kirk Pendergrass. It's a good indication that he may wind up taking this whole operation over. I doubt it's going to be Randy Erickson. She hasn't had much of a role in this little adventure. She's kind of like a associate, so to speak. How about the chiropractor? He going to get in charge of all this? It's hard to say. He's been the straight man in this comedy show. He's been kind of in the background. Haven't heard too much from him. So who else is out there who might be a good fill-in, stand-in for Field McConnell? Good question. It's going to be something to watch to see who's going to be the new chairman of the Children's Crusade, who is going to lead the movement in the place of Field McConnell. We may not have a quick answer to this because there's got to be a power play here somewhere. And then the unasked question up to this point is somebody we haven't heard too much about. And that is Timothy Charles Homseth. Timothy's been pretty quiet. Haven't heard an awful lot from him. Matter of fact, we haven't heard much of anything from him. It's been all about Field McConnell. You know, we heard when Tim first decided he wanted to go on the lam, it was all about Tim Homseth, and people were praying for him, people were encouraging him, so on and so forth. But not much has been going on in all this since Field McConnell got his ass arrested. And Field McConnell wasn't able to cross state lines and get away with not going to jail for the simple reason that this is a felony extradition warrant out of the state of Florida. It's good throughout the entire United States. The only way that Field McConnell could have beat this situation was to get the hell out of the United States. And that would have been a little hard to do since the federal government pulled his passport. He cannot leave the United States because he has a tax lien against him, federal income tax lien. So he couldn't pull a Homseth and go bye-bye. And he wound up in jail. And so now there's a vacuum. And nature abhors a vacuum. So there has to be another Pedogate member to step in and take the place of Field McConnell. Now, I am almost certain excuse me, I'm almost certain that Timothy Charles Homseth is at least considering taking the reins of the Children's Crusade Empire. But I don't think that's going to happen. Because somebody else wants to be king of the hill. Somebody out there wants to be the new Field McConnell. Somebody else out there wants to get their hands on all those donations that come pouring in. The proceeds from the t-shirts, proceeds from the books, all these money that comes in that pays for these symposiums that Field McConnell used to go to, and the dinners and the hotel rooms and the airfare and all of that. Somebody else is going to have to do that. Maybe it'll be Daniel Lee. That would be interesting. But somebody's got to do it. And there will be somebody come along. We just got to figure out who. He will not be Timothy Charles Holmesau. As a matter of fact, I think we have seen the beginning of the end of Timothy Charles Holmesau. Because whoever takes over the reins of the Children's Crusade is not going to want to fall into the same trap that Field McConnell fell into. Because they have seen that the lawyer from Florida is nobody to trifle with. Because if they start turning into the lawyer again and making these threats, Field McConnell may wind up with a cellmate. And these people don't want to risk that. So they're going to say, Timmy, you got a choice to make. You can either shut up about this attorney and concentrate on Hillary Clinton and Vice President Pence and whoever else. But stay the heck away from this woman. Don't talk about her. Don't mention her name. Don't say a thing about her. Just leave her out of it. Or you're going to wind up back in East Grand Forks. We'll personally take you up there and drop you off at the front door of the sheriff's office. I guarantee you that that's happened. Because these people will only go to a point. And when they see that somebody's going to hit back, they're going to back off. They're not going to take that risk. Pendergrass might. Pendergrass isn't too bright. Yeah, he's already got himself in a bad legal situation. Practicing law without a license in 3 different states. You know, his days may be numbered. Because there's talk that the process to get him arrested for those felonies is underway. So Kirk Pendergrass might find himself with his own little problem. Time will tell. But for right now, the power play has begun. We have the year of 2020 is going to be the year of campaigns. Going to have campaign to see who's going to be the next president of the United States. Who's going to be senators, congressmen, governors, so on. Well, we're also going to find out who's going to be head of the Children's Crusade Empire. Who's going to be the one to get behind that golden microphone and reap in all the money that comes in to this organization? Or will somebody else out there replace the Children's Crusade and take over the power that the Children's Crusade had in its brief existence? There are very large groups out there doing the same thing, have the same beliefs, and are more respected. So, with Field McConnell going to jail, we may have seen the end of the Children's Crusade. The organization may not be around in a month or two. Field McConnell will be left alone to fight his battles. Timothy Holmseth is going to be alone to fight his battles. And everybody's going to scurry off to the next king of the hill. So 2020 is going to turn out to be an interesting year. It's going to be the year of the chameleon. So stay tuned. This is William K. Murtaugh. Mert Witness 1. Have a good one.